And we are live. Welcome to my stream and welcome to my Blender sculpting. I just wanted to show what I'm working on. I am making the scales for my snake, and I have to sculpt them in by hand because it's pretty difficult to do. How should I say this? It's you can make a texture that is giving the scales that look even better, but when it comes to curves and the belly, you need to you always need to adjust them. So that's why I draw them by hand, and they need to be consistent. Hello chat. Well, it's extremely tedious to do this. I have a snake body that is 9 meters long, and 1 centimeter equals this distance. This is 1 centimeter, I think. If I look at the side, you can see these lines. This is 1 centimeter each. So we have 900 centimeters, and that makes 1800 rows. I managed to draw 4 scales per second, which is simply done by physically drawing 2 per second, and the mirror modifier makes the other 2 on the opposite side. You can see that they hello Japan, Switzerland, or this is Japan, China, I don't know. Well, what I wanted to say is these get very narrow, which is kinda not good. I usually try to have them consistent with the width. Luckily, this geometry can be used to create 3 different textures. First of all, the normal texture that simulates this form on a 2D surface. Another one, Quentin Ludwig, hi. Crazy, now the people are swarming in. Yeah, I was hoping that my stream is consistent, because if you look down here, this mesh has 75 million vertices, and the VRAM is 1.3 gigabytes, luckily, but only because the amount of geometry Blender displays is just this. If I were to tilt the view, the amount of VRAM is going up. Oh, channel. This doesn't need to be like precise. It just needs to kinda fit. And here you can see what I have done, and it's a lot. There's the head. Now we are on 3.8 gigabytes VRAM. If we take a look, 5.6 VRAM, 5.9, 8.7. That's all the body that is left. 9.3. My VRAM just jumped up, but no worries. All I've got to do is save. And it's down to 1.2 again. It's going like this. Yes, a snake. I'm doing this because my very first oh, it's KG. Yeah, my first snake wasn't even a full snake body. It was just the head. And because the animation back then was so lacking, the face of the snake, sure. Let's see. Does it have a text? Oh yeah, right. Because the normal map isn't working right now. It doesn't work. So yeah, I've just rotated the eyes. Hold on. This is this is supposed to be an anaconda, which is, and it's 9 meters long, almost 8.96 meters. The box is is holding the drivers. So if I move it, then you see what happens. It's just to hold the data here, nothing more. Let me just I hope my doesn't crash. So yeah, this is what a human looks like when he's a 2/3 anaconda. And I'm currently working on the second third. And this one also has a shape, a cylinder that is wherever it is. I have no idea. But if I scrap this, then you can clearly see how all these values of the cylinder are going up, right? With every point goes further and further. This time we will not get like hair that is just popping out of existence. Kind of funny how this looks, but this is basically covering 0 to 66%. This one is covering 33 to 100%, so that I can like cover more range for one body. So if I want to like show the arms shrinking a lot more than what would be possible without a camera cut, then I can do that. That's why I have changed from 3 body transformations that just cover 1/3 to 2 bodies that cover 2/3. I try to do one body, so covering from 0 to 100, which is what I did in the beach brawl animation. But this is just too extreme. Let's just take a look at the snake transformation videos. This one, right? So this was made in I made this in 2016. I just had like 1.5, 2 years of experience with blenders, and my computer wasn't very strong and good. So I don't think that I knew how to use normal maps yet. Or did I? I'm not sure. And you see how stiff he is, and you look I mean, look at the skin texture. I basically just used the skin, a general skin texture, and plastered it all the way, and you can also see that the glossiness is completely wrong, and there's no bumps and green hair, and you see how glossy it is. I really didn't understand how anything worked. I don't even know why I made like the neck long but the head isn't. Then okay, first the eyes, and that's where the hair just disappears, which is because of the okay, this one doesn't have, but here are the hair, right? And one of those values, I think it was this value, if you go all the way down, it basically just disappears. But now I just animate the threshold, because we have hair falling out, so I made it disappear and not growing back in, which makes absolutely no sense. I used the texture that Make Human gave me. Here is also the scales that I also painted in by hand, just like now. Only with that it doesn't make sense that hands would have scales, because a snake doesn't have hands, so there is no scales. There's no information for scales on hands. Everything drawn in. I mean, I try to get it. Um, I I try to get real scales, because I thought scales are very small and the body's getting bigger, so when the body is going smaller, the scales would appear like splotches everywhere and then moving together. But it wasn't really possible, and this is just enough. And you can see how stiff he is. You don't see a tail. You don't see legs, because there are no legs and no tail. The body like ends over here. And I wanted to get the eyes like move outwards. And here I have my second model where there are no fingers anymore. 1 minute. Everything is, and he's still stiff. Wait, 1 minute. Which is 1 minute? This one. Where it's like where the snout is growing a little bit, and where he is like in the middle. Now check this. Usually the snake was supposed to look different, and I have an animation that goes like 4 seconds. This one. Just a little bit. You can see that this one looks completely different. And I also have this one where I moved his head a little bit, and the colors are different, everything is different. I actually have no idea why I abandoned that. That's, I think, the head of this one. This one was from 2020. You can see the clear difference that we have now. Subsurface scattering. I have clothes. Yeah, it's the same head. Pulsation everywhere, like on the nose there. And I used what's it called? I used inverse kinematics to get the neck to move like this. It was very simple, just like this 2D, not 2D, just a simple if I keep talking, I'm never going to get this done. The thing is, yesterday and the day before yesterday, I was working on my Doom map again, because I had to add some things. Dang it, what? And that's how I draw 4 scales. per second. The moment he loses his last human features. The thing is, when is that in a transformation? Because usually you could say that he is no human when he is 50.1% transformed. But also even like over 33% is, it's really difficult. Yeah, the hair could disappear faster, but also it shouldn't just grow in. That just makes no sense. So, which is why I'm having the hair like disappear. Um, like I did in the dragoon critter. Just need to check if this is the, yeah. I mean, come on. I mean, he has here it is where he's losing his hair, right? So you don't see that the hair are like shrinking or something, but he's constantly losing hair, and um, he's, you see how the hair are getting more light. The the angle still allows it to look as if they were fully there. Close simulations are sometimes so. Oh yeah. Here you see how they get thinner and thinner and fewer. The eyebrows are basically gone. Now his hairs are gone. But I think he's just the second model. I also had this teeth falling out back then when I made my Blackbird transformation, where he's just sitting there and his teeth fall out. I mean, a beak is nothing else than but a jaw uh, that is not holding teeth anymore. Fossils show that birds used to have teeth and now they just don't. (2014) was the year when you discovered me and Griff. Was it? I mean, I started. I I published my first video, my first transformation animation in 2014. Kind of crazy if you think about it. It was it was just a comic page in one of my college blogs, and then it would blow up so much. Who could have thought? Now I'm sitting here 10 years later. 10 years. Snakes also have teeth, yes. Have tiny little pointy teeth. Yeah, well, I gave mine just one row of teeth. Like, hold on. This needs to be more like here. Hold on. Just 10 years. The thing is, the first thing I did with Blender was making a transformation. It's so simple. All you've got to do is you have your model, right? And then you add a shape key, and then you move a model around, or reform it, and that shape key then stores the difference, and you can animate that, and there you go, you have your transformation animation. Where it becomes difficult is when you go on with all the textures. That they all work. Like you need the color texture, you need your normal map, you need your roughness map, you need your features, feature texture. To be fair, I have no idea how I should make the scales in a realistic way. Just don't know. Still growing. As long as he's going down, I'm not at 50% at the center or 50% of the body. um, some dragons have absurdly long bodies. Yeah, Shenlong, for example. Bruh. Don't forget to support me if you can. A lot of people are jumping off on Patreon, and if I don't make enough money, I can I have to go search for other works, and I want to do this, and you want me to do this, right? 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 Uh, Also, I'm working on other projects as well, right? So, because since I have finished my Doom map, which you can, by the way, play right now, all you've got to do is go to this one. You can download a snapshot. If you know what Doom is, the game from 1993, well, you need Doom 2, and this thing has 311 maps. Mine is right here. That's mine. It's a mystery map. It's my second Doom map in Ramp 2023. I also had a map which was there 158, and some people have played it. You can watch them do it and watch them how they get killed by a guy that transformed into a dragon. And you can experience that yourself if you attack that dude. Which is this one. That's my map. Oh, you're right, I have turned off volumes. There we go. I don't know in which percentage increments I made this. But yeah, I've rendered every step 8 times. And then when he's done, he's chasing after you and don't worry, I don't have implemented him into my new map. My new map is, if you like Zelda, a lot like Legend of Zelda. Do you recognize that dragon because he's basically from another transformation. Let me check this up. This one. Oh yeah, I didn't give the hair like proper you know, that the hairs are more soft and not like just disappeared. Yeah, that's basically the exact model. Putum, putum, putum. And his eyes are so big. Yeah, that is the one project. The next project is a comic, which I have drawn, which I'm drawing right now. I've got a couple. Hold on, where is it? This is the last page that I have published. This is with a dragonfly, and this is the last, and he's about to transform twice. This one, then let's see. There's another comic that I haven't published quite yet. Well, a couple of transformations happen, like this dude becoming a gator and then gets killed by a dragoon, and then another dude comes in and makes him a dragoon, and he needs help from Renelu, and now that his bodily changes are accurate, I am building the dragoon again, because I have come up with a new body form where he's quadrupedal, but his back is very bulky. Which is, by the way, visible in the thumbnail of this stream. I say, am I one of your biggest fan and actively watching your content for 10 years now? Yeah, that's crazy. Thanks, man. Me. Let me just save. I want see if that works. If I click on this and I open a second Blender instance just to look at him. That's this head. I really like how the head looks like. and that's his body. I gave him this pose because uh, it's more closely to that what a human pose is, like upright and stuff. Here is the model sheet. That's what I thought his face is supposed to look like. And I wanted to make him a little bit more realistic, so that's why I made his eyes smaller. I actually looked into the internet how big eyes actually are. And these are 5 centimeters. Yeah. So yeah, the next step for this would be that I have to retopologize him. Huh. Kinda crazy that my computer actually doesn't crash or anything. Because that was the reason why I never streamed my Blender work, because I was always fearing that that the stream would crash or Blender would crash or something. But apparently my computer is now strong enough to keep up. Also, one thing that I want to do once the Ramp 2024 game is finished, that I want to make streams and videos where I play like 5 levels. I already made like a Wheel of Names version with all 311 maps, so that which maps I play is determined completely randomly. I think I should get rid of my own map so that I play it as the very last map. I hate it when the Substance Painter and Blender crashes when I try to save my project. Substance Painter, huh? Never use it. I think because it's not free. I mean, everything I produce is based on software that is free. Like Krita is free, then Audacity is free. Let's see. Why can't I get these lines straight? Let's see. Well, it says stabilized stroke. I think this might be working. Yay, shit. The thing is, I can't do that with this one, right? I have to draw it out like this and okay. So basically I have to disable that every time when I draw these, when I have to make fast strokes, but yeah, I get you. crashing, software crashing um, while you're saving. Um, these scales are so much wider. Let me think how I can resolve this. It's going like I mean, natural variability. I mean, it isn't really necessary that all scales are really perfect, right? That's not realistic. But then again, you can't be too different. Or not different. It can't be like one like this, one like this. This is wrong. Oh no, it's this person. I immediately recognize you. Dude, I don't have time for this. Also, your request isn't really clear. Geo-human TF, disassembly drones, serial designation G in murder drones. What are you talking about? So I guess that that you want me to make a person transform into a drone that has a gun. To be honest, I have played with the idea of a person transforming into a plane because of the game I'm playing currently. The game I'm playing currently is called 1945 Air Force, where you play like different types of planes that were built during World War II and after. And it would work in some way, like if you make a propeller engine plane, right? Then I would say that the tongue becomes this piece where the propeller blades come out, and the mouth is the area around it, and the arms become the wings, and the legs become those where the wheels are on, and then you grows a tail, and he becomes stiffer and bigger. But yeah, when it comes to inanimate object transformation, it's really, really difficult to get it right. There was a cartoon show where a dude transformed into his own car because he was going into this laboratory. The show is called Turbo Teen. Every time when he is when he's sweating, so when he's hot, he becomes the car, and whenever he as a car gets cold, he transforms back for whatever reason. I don't know why. His hands and feet become the tires. His face becomes the front. I don't know how the parts of the car are called. His behind becomes the trunk. Basically, his biological function cease to exist, and everything gets converted into mechanical and digitally components. I mean, cars don't have a conscience and can't talk. Ah well, that's cartoons for you. That's the cool thing about art. You can make things happen that are actually not possible. I mean, all we do is basically illusion. This is all just an illusion. Let's see. See, it's not correct. Bruh. Where we are. So I should be past the arms, but before the midsection. I haven't been able to work on it for the past couple of days because of my Doom map. And this is more like here. This is more like here. That means maybe I should just jump over one scale. This is too narrow. See if I can get it like right. Hold on. This is what it's usually supposed to look like. So this goes down a half. um, just need to figure out how I could make this work. Congratulations. Happy birthday. Is that the only reason why you came here? Just to get a happy birthday from some random person? So like see, so yeah, it doesn't fit 100%, huh? It doesn't really, I mean, let me just check. Maybe I get rid of all this so that the ending is a little bit like over here. Like so. And now turn this on. I hope this is working now. That's how you get these wrong. See? Bleh. One reason why I was always reluctant to stream this is because it is so boring. I mean, it's really just me making a lot of views. Only that, there's nothing else that I can do right now. Which is the reason why I also don't want to show this all the time. And I want to draw my next comic page where the dragonfly transforms into a human. I'm streaming for 1 hour now. Okay. No prop. Now he's hissing at me. So many scales, dude. Are you watching? As long as the body is like getting thicker, I'm not in the middle. Let's just check. That's where we are. I don't know, can snakes even hiss? I mean the sound that we interpret with snakes is usually the rattling sound from rattlesnakes. What does that even mean? Casually screaming on the inside. Like, ah. Imagine something terrible happens, like I don't know, like a tsunami is coming towards you and you just help, I'm going to die. I mean, what difference does it make? They can hiss. Cool. Mm-hmm. But they don't have vocal cords. So in the transformation, the dude, if I decide to let him talk, he's question is what's going to happen to the vocal cords. Oh, that you mean that? The thing is, the scales are so much smaller here than in the other body, because the size depends on the size of the head, and the head is so much smaller, which is why the scales here are so much smaller, and I have to draw so many more. No, and I'm not talking about the snake talking. I'm talking about the guy that is transforming into a snake. He's if I decide to make him talk while becoming a snake, how the way of him talking changes the further he has transformed. Because I want to make it as logical as possible. So that means I have to think about what happens to the vocal cords. So a snake can't talk. Guy who transforms should be silent. Imagine he's so, hey, I'm transforming, and you silence. You are leaving the human realm. Stop talking. And he's like, what do you mean? I can talk as much as I want. No, I definitely want to show the the um, the change in human capabilities. I need to go somewhere right now. Be right back. I'm back. So, what are vocal cords doing? Because they are like these strings in your throat. Uh, and there are no strings in a snake throat. Um, so that means they're disappearing. But how? Like, are they melting into the throat tissue? Hmm. That means that using them is not possible pretty soon, because they need to. Or wait, they make sounds by vibrating. Hmm. Although, so they vibrate. They become smaller and vibrate less, which makes the voice going higher and quieter. Yeah. So it's basically peeping at some point or squealing, while at the same time becoming bigger and bigger. I mean, we have a snake that a guy becoming a 9-meter long snake. Look, that shit is going like this again. Bruh. Something that I want to do is show inner transformation, especially when that one is taking a while, like the plant hyena transformation, um, where I have to remake the model because of the fur problem, and because that was still a 3-stage transformation and not like this one as a 2-stage, which makes everything more consistent. I want to basically showcase at which point the person can't do human things anymore, and at which point he is able to do animal things. Like talking is a human thing, and walking on 4 legs is an animal thing. Just as an example. It's kind of sad that it isn't possible for some reason to have two voices and have like an interpolation of those. Because when I addressed this issue, all they told me is that you can only mix them together, but that makes it still two voices. And I don't want two voices. I want one voice that sits in between those two. I mean, you do have two frequencies, so it should be possible to have a voice that sits in between, and you get this interpolation. When you watch transformation movies where the person is like crying or screaming, like in a werewolf movie, you can hear how they were like pitching the human voice down and then blending over like snarling sounds from the wolf, for example, or monster sounds. But they are never really in between. This was an issue for me the first time when I made the Raven transformation, because I wanted human and this Raven sound to be played like the humans, the voice of the boy higher, and the Raven sound like halfway and lower, and in the end I just settled with a compromise. And I always have to tell me people won't even notice. The only person that's going to notice that is me, and the only person complaining about it is me too. I mean, if we look at these scales, they are not realistic, obviously, because a scale is the lowest here and the highest here, but I'm just drawing hues. I do have a brush, a scale brush, but it only works I don't know how that brush is supposed to be used, or if it's just to be used as like a bump map. to finish that row and then go to my comic page. I have to at least this gets wider. So basically I have to let me dumb that it looks like that. Okay, stroke. So I've got like a little bit over 3 meters done. I've got like 6 meters left. Alright. This is really exhausting. And you always have to do something else to unwind. Alrighty. First the layout. So here's the text of the layout of the comic page. Let's see. There's so, right. This is what next. What happens next? So. Okay, so here it says he's transforms completely back into a human. So this is what's supposed to happen. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Question is now how many panels I should make. So the first panel should have like bars falling. Like this. Perspective shot from below. Showing the bars coming down. Then Alan needs to react to it. He's saying it's a trap. Quickly hide. Niso is talking big, so we need a bigger picture over here. So this is like Alan reacting. But should I split the reaction? Like he's reacting to the boss being down, so he's trapped, and then he's saying this. Hold on. Then I would say more like this. This is when Iso tells him, this trap was for you. And then he says, no, you can't transform, which means he has to see him changing already. The breathing isn't enough. So like, here's one panel where he says correct. Here's where he says where Ellen reacts. And then I need like 2 more here, so that's the layout. Oh, I need to play the game 1 round. It's about 4 minutes. The game 1945 Air Force. As member of a division, I have certain duties to attend to. And this duty is time limited, so I have to do it right now. go. Okay. Mission accomplished. Alright, let's see. So this time it's a simple straight line in the middle. Okay, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of you, and just use you, going all the way over. I need to make sure that these are based correctly and evenly. So oh dear. Alright. Copy and paste. So it's more like this. And down here it's over here, copy and paste. This one is in the middle, and this one is more like here. That's about it. Let me think. Should I make this 3 times as wide as this one? 35, this is 70. So I would have to make it 105. Yeah. Okay, so something like that. Let me get perspective points. Like that. These are also does this mean? An area the assistant works in? Where? Oh, this one, huh? That's cool. But how do I get rid of it? So I have to do this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not necessary. But when it comes to these and these, the question is, are these two enough, like parallel rulers? Like taking this one and then taking this one. Too big. Too big. Yeah, I've I'm taking a break from making drawing all these scales and just making the next page of my comic. Hmm. I probably should provide the links to my DeviantArt account where I publish this. Let me just quickly go to my DeviantArt account, copy it, and now everyone can get their knees. Here you can see the comic I'm currently making. Because I have only provided the Patreon link. Let's see. Yes, go to that site. You will find a lot of basically you will find comics, transformation comics. You will find all these species that I invented. whoops, I forgot to give him these. Species that I have invented. I also have some Pokemon content. I mean, my last animation is Pokemon themed. I I started an attempt of making like mixed Pokemon, so mixed forms of Pokemon. What would happen if Pokemon were to grow up into their other forms instead of just starting to glow like crazy, and within just a couple of seconds they are just completely different beings. Oh, I forgot his wings. Why should he hide? No, it shouldn't. I've got an idea. Hold on. This needs to be bigger. Because the next image doesn't need to be this big. got a better idea. Got the No, I didn't know that. You cannot take a selfie with Buddha in Sri Lanka, but then you have to go to a place where it's legal if you want to do that. But that's one of those things that you have to know before visiting Sri Lanka. Otherwise, you end up in a pretty bad situation. Yeah, I know that Sri Lanka is a country in Asia. I'm not American. Let's see. Hmm. I mean, when I said you should go to somewhere else where it isn't illegal to take a selfie with Buddha, I'm talking about other countries. I don't know if if it's legal in India. Um, but yeah. Yeah, some people can be ignorant. That's what I meant with before you visit a country, you need to learn the laws there. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a sign saying that you are not allowed to take a selfie. Although the reason for that, yeah, making sandcastles in Spain being illegal, I heard about that one, yes. I didn't get arrested when I made one. Probably because I was in a beach where that law didn't um, exist, or it's a recent law, or no one sued me or my parents because I was like 15. Uh, let's see. Should I draw him in this picture, like reacting to him? Yeah, but how? How should he react? How should he react? I am going to make like he's happy that he transforms, not shocked. Let's see. What? It's illegal to wear a Batman or Robin costume in Australia? You can't wear a Batman costume in Australia. Is it illegal in Australia to dress up as Batman? How am I screaming? Unless you're in Gotham City, it's against the law to dress up as Batman. The jury is still out on whether the applies to riding around in the Batmobile as well. Fortune telling is against the law. Fortune telling. Silly laws in Australia. In Victoria, it's an offence to fly a kite to the annoyance of any person. Unless you go to your vehicle and drive it through a public place, the heck, and you'll be called for cleaning up seabird or bat poo without a license. So you go to jail for doing this. This in South Australia, I think there's a $250 maximum fine for unlawfully ringing doorbells. Oh dear. You can be jailed for up to a year for cleaning up seabird poo and that. Okay. To post a fake job advertisement in Queensland. Yeah, that would be a fraud, right? To take a homing pigeon unless you have lawful authority to do so. In West Australia, you can be in trouble for stealing a pigeon only if it's tame and either a pigeon house or on the owner's land. In Victoria, it's an offence to undertake any rain-making activity unless you're authorized to do so. Rain-making Control Act. As if people can make rain. Rain-making refers to the artificial nucleating or seeding of clouds using a manned aircraft. So your rain dances should still be okay. Oh, okay, that's this. Make unreasonable noise with a vacuum cleaner after 10 p.m. But here in Germany, it's similar thing. You can't make any noises after 10 p.m. and before 6 a.m. According to Section 7 of crimes, corresponding or doing business with pirates. There's something missing. It is an offence to offer rewards of a stop property without asking questions in Tasmania and South Australia. Local jurisdictions do not permit anybody to give such reward without the option for questioning, since that leaves no room for capturing any criminals in the process. It's illegal in most parts to wear a disguise without a relevant cause. As bizarre as it sounds, the law is quite practical and can go a long way in preventing criminal activity. So that's why you cannot dress up as Batman or Robin, because you are wearing a disguise, basically. But the relevant cause would be if it's during Carnival, for example, or during Halloween, if they celebrate that. Baths are required by law to stable, water, and feed the horses of patrons. Oh yeah, I remember that. There was a dude was riding his horse to a bar and tested if the barman still knows that. In South Australia, it's against the law to disrupt a wedding. Same goes for funerals too. Yeah, they have their plans. It's all paid for, and it needs to be flawless. If you get electrocuted to death, you will have to pay fines to the government. How can you? Apparently, according to authorities, it's illegal to touch electric wires that can lead to your death. So if you don't want to pay up to 200, then please keep a safe distance and don't die because of them. Thinking of pulling out a crystal ball to make a few bucks on weekends? Yeah. It's an offense to sell a refrigerator with a capacity of 42.5 liters or more, unless all of the doors can be easily opened from the inside. Also, that no one can be trapped inside. In New South Wales, it's illegal for bus drivers to splash mud on bus passengers. The driver must slow down or stop the bus if necessary in order to not splash mud on any person or bus. So that's what's meant by you cannot wear a Batman costume. You cannot basically wear any costumes outside of Carnival. He looks so cute. You can disguise as them anywhere you want, where it is not illegal to wear a disguise. Okay, then comes the lines. Thanks for that, Fusion Dragons. I'm doing. I try my best. Um, yeah. Just that you know what I'm doing. I'm not only doing my comic page. I'm only making a snake transformation, which I'm just uh, making a break to make my page because it's so exhausting to draw each and every single scale in, which you can see at the beginning of the stream. So yeah. Whoops. Also, there's a link to my DeviantArt account if you don't know about it already. So I'm showing 3 bars, but I think there are 4 bars. Okay. I'm getting hungry. But it is almost 4 p.m. so I need to cook and do all these things in order to stay alive. I don't know what that word means, and I don't know how to pronounce it. Uh, hmm. Alright, I will end the stream now. But before I do that, it is. I just want to again say that I have a do map that I have released in RAM 2024. I have my DeviantArt page, and this is what I'm currently working on, this snake transformation. RAM 2024 is you can find here, and I will add the links under the video so that you can just go there. I'm going to make me food now so that I can keep on working, and any support on your side is appreciated and even necessary, so I can keep making these, because only because people are supporting me it makes it possible for me to actually make this. And there are not a lot of people making this. I'm talking about this 3D transformation art. There are not a lot of people, but that's it.